Saturday morning. Cold winds swept through Savannah, Georgia, as people crowded inside Greenwood Market, the oldest grocery store in the neighborhood. Church ladies chatted near produce. Cashiers laughed. Children begged for candy near checkout. And near aisle 7 stood 72-year-old Evelyn Carter. Elegant, calm, dressed in a navy church coat with silver earrings. Everyone around here knew Miss Evelyn. She helped raise half the block, cooked meals when families struggled, paid utility bills for single mothers. When somebody lost hope, Miss Evelyn somehow always showed up. But today, she only came for tea and medicine. Her arthritis had been acting up again. Slowly, she placed items into a basket, then paused near the register. She rubbed her hands, winced quietly. That's when store manager Todd Mercer, white, late 40s, appeared, watching her, suspicious, cold. He had only recently transferred to the neighborhood, and truthfully, he didn't like it here, didn't trust these people, especially older black customers. Todd narrowed his eyes, then walked over fast. Too fast. Todd Mercer. Mom. Evelyn looked up politely. Evelyn. Yes, baby? Todd pointed aggressively. Todd, you forgot to pay for what's in your purse. Silence. The line stopped moving. People turned. Evelyn blinked slowly, confused. Evelyn. Excuse me? Todd crossed his arms. Louder now. Todd. I said open the bag. Gasp spread. A young cashier looked uncomfortable. Cashier. Sir. Miss Evelyn shops here every. Todd snapped. Todd. Stay out of it. Phones quietly appeared. People started recording. Evelyn stood frozen, humiliated. Evelyn, you accusing me of stealing? Todd smirked. Todd, if the shoe fits, then. He grabbed her purse. The store erupted. Customer. Joe, don't touch her. An elderly pastor stepped forward. Pastor, that woman helped bury my wife. But Todd had already called police. 10 minutes later, 2 officers entered, and without asking questions, one reached for handcuffs. That's when a teenage stock worker hit live. Teen worker. Y'all not gonna believe this. And by lunchtime, the internet had seen everything. But nobody knew the biggest secret yet. Miss Evelyn wasn't just another customer. She was the reason half this neighborhood even existed. At the police station, Evelyn sat alone. No explanation. No apology. Just fluorescent lights buzzing overhead. Her hands trembled slightly from arthritis. Still, she kept her dignity, because humiliation, that wasn't new. Not for a black woman who had lived through segregation. Meanwhile, outside Greenwood Market, absolute chaos. The live stream exploded online. Comments flooded in. Leave Miss Evelyn alone. That woman raised this community. Why they always target our elders? Church groups reposted the video. Local activists demanded answers. Neighbors began gathering outside the store. But then, a woman in her 40s froze while watching the footage on TV. Elegant suit, pearl necklace. City Councilwoman Danielle Brooks. Her eyes widened instantly. Danielle. No way. She grabbed her keys. Because 20 years ago, when Danielle's mother died, Miss Evelyn secretly paid for groceries so Danielle and her brothers could eat. Nobody knew. Evelyn never talked about it. And Danielle wasn't the only one. Suddenly, people everywhere began posting stories. Miss Evelyn paid my electric bill. She bought me school clothes. She fed my family after Hurricane Matthew. Then, a bigger shock dropped. A retired construction worker posted old photos. Turns out, 50 years earlier, Evelyn helped organize neighborhood housing programs after racist zoning policies pushed black families out. She spent decades helping black families buy homes. Without her, half the neighborhood literally wouldn't exist. Back at the station, Officer Ramirez looked uncomfortable because something felt wrong. He quietly reviewed security footage, then froze. The footage showed Evelyn paying. Totally. Completely. But it got worse. Todd had grabbed her purse first and mocked her. Ramirez looked furious. Officer Ramirez, man, this ain't right. Outside, hundreds started arriving. Pastors, neighbors, teachers, families.
Candeli.
Church songs echoed through the street. And by evening, the crowd was too big to ignore. But nobody expected who showed up next. Rain started falling lightly, yet nobody moved. Outside the station, over 700 people filled the block. Some cried, some prayed, others held signs. Protect our elders. Justice for Miss Evelyn. News cameras everywhere. Reporters pushing through crowds. Then suddenly, a line of black SUVs arrived. People murmured, confused. Doors opened. Out stepped city leaders, pastors, business owners, and Councilwoman Danielle Brooks. But then, the crowd gasped, because behind them, dozens of homeowners held framed photos. Families, children, homes, lives, all because of Evelyn. Danielle stepped to the microphone, voice shaking. Danielle, when my mama died, she paused, trying not to cry. Danielle, Miss Evelyn fed us. Silence. A man stepped forward. Former firefighter. Man. She paid my mortgage when I lost my job. Another woman raised her hand. Woman. She saved my daughter from homelessness. The crowd erupted in tears. Then, the bombshell. Officer Ramirez walked outside. Still in uniform. Holding paperwork. Officer Ramirez. The accusations were false. Gasped. Officer Ramirez. Miss Evelyn paid for every item. People screamed in outrage. But he wasn't finished. Officer Ramirez. We're also opening an investigation into misconduct. Meanwhile, Todd Mercer sat inside Greenwood Market, watching everything collapse on television. His face pale, because former employees suddenly began speaking out. Racist comments, targeting black customers, humiliating elderly shoppers. Years of complaints. And now, everyone knew. Then, station doors opened. Evelyn walked outside, and the crowd lost it. But what she said next, nobody saw coming. The crowd cheered. People cried. Some rushed forward trying to hug her. But Evelyn raised her hand softly. Quiet.
Instant silence.
Rain dripped from her coat. Her voice gentle. Tired, but strong. Evelyn, you know what hurts most? The crowd listened. Evelyn, it ain't the accusation. A pause. She looked down. Evelyn, it's realizing some folks still look at old black people and only see suspicion. Even reporters stopped moving. Evelyn turned toward cameras. Evelyn, I survived segregation. Another pause. Evelyn, and somehow, we still here teaching people our dignity. Then, unexpectedly, Todd Mercer walked forward, escorted by security, face pale, ashamed. The crowd booed loudly, but Evelyn surprised everyone. Evelyn, stop. Silence. Todd lowered his head, voice trembling. Todd, I was wrong. Evelyn looked at him for a long moment, then softly said, Evelyn, you don't disrespect elders and call it fear. A pause. Evelyn, you learn better. Weeks later, Todd was fired. The store publicly apologized. Police introduced new training for elderly discrimination complaints. And Greenwood Market renamed its community food program, Miss Evelyn's Table. Final scene. Saturday morning. Evelyn sitting outside the market, smiling. Neighborhood kids helping carry groceries. A little girl hugged her. Girl, Miss Evelyn. Everybody loves you. Evelyn smiled softly. Evelyn, baby. She looked around the neighborhood she helped build. Evelyn, that was always enough.